Gladstone Bay Campground was once a thriving port for the transport of wool and sandalwood. It featured a 77-metre long timber jetty and a 287-metre long stone causeway, built in 1910 to facilitate operations. Camels were the vital part of transportation network, carrying goods from remote stations to the port. Then the smaller boats would collect goods and transport them to larger ships. Today, remnants of the jetty and causeway stand as testament to the area's historical significance as a port. The campground today has toilet facilities, a putt-putt course, basketball hoop, and other assorted basic sport equipment, which leads to lots of laugh, banter, and sore muscles the next day. Stromatolites of Hamlin Bay have been on the bucket list for me for many years. I finally reached here to find it's another one of the closures due to the cyclone damage of infrastructure in 2021. It is criminal that the viewing platform has not been reconstructed on such an important geological treasure to protect them from human damage. Instead, it's been fenced off very poorly. Just another excuse to lock us out. If it's not maintenance, it's Indigenous reasons. Time to wake up, people, and start voicing your discontent, or lose our freedom completely to such places. Even UNESCO has questioned the WA government as to why this hasn't been repaired. It is estimated that 130,000 people visit the stromatolites per year. Stromatolites are communities of microscopic organisms. These mats begin when bacteria create stable environments, trapping particles and forming microbolites, which grow into stromatolites. Their appearance varies. In shallow water, mats grow flat, while in deeper water, they form build-ups. Microbial mats are Earth's earliest ecosystems, over 3 billion years old, with cyanobacteria in their cells, playing a crucial role by transforming carbon dioxide into organic carbon and oxygen. Not far from Hamlin Pool, you'll find Shell Beach, a natural marvel from prehistoric times. It is a unique beach, made entirely of tiny shells. Instead of sand, trillions of cockle shells form a dramatic, picturesque landscape. These shells, up to 10 metres deep in some areas, stretch over 100 kilometres. The water here, same as Hamlin Pool, is nearly twice as salty as the open ocean. Few marine creatures can survive such salty conditions, but the fragum cockle is one of them. Most cockles feed by filtering plankton from water, but in hypersaline, nutrient-poor waters with less plankton, they survive by a different means. Their secret is sunlight. Millions of single-celled algae, called zooxanthellae, live inside the cockle, photosynthesizing and producing food for their host, the fragum cockle. Interesting facts about the fragum cockle. It moves by hopping on its large digging foot, contracting it to spring up and down on the ocean floor. Though tiny and at risk of burial by sand and shell fragments, it can escape within 20 minutes using its digging foot. If capsized, it can burrow and sit upright again within 2 minutes and stabilises itself by weaving a fine thread into the sand. Denham is situated at the heart of the Shark Bay World Heritage Area, making it an ideal place for tourists. In the mid-1850s, pearl shells were discovered here. They were dredged and placed in bogey tubs to rot, which facilitated pearl collection. This process emitted a strong, unpleasant odour. However, no part of the shell was wasted. Denham's streets were famously paved with pearl shells, a distinctive feature that was unfortunately later covered with bitumen in 1960s. And as you can see here, fragum cockle shells were also used in buildings. Nothing was wasted. In 1616, Dirk Hartog was the first European to set foot on Western Australian soil. Hartog landed on what is now known as Dirk Hartog Island. William Dampier's visit was in 1699, led to the naming of Shark Bay, and he also provided the first European description of the area's flora and fauna. He was not only an explorer, a scientist, but he was also a well-educated pirate. Nicholas Borden's expeditions 1801 to 1803. In his team was included Louis de Freycinet, Francois Peron and others. They mapped and named many features in the bay and collected extensive scientific specimens. Louis de Freycinet, a navigator and a surveyor of Borden's expedition, later returned to Shark Bay in 1818 and continued to contribute to the mapping and understanding of the region. 1858, Captain Henry Mangles Denham in HMS Herald arrived at Shark Bay. He charted both it and the surrounding islands for the British Admiralty. Denham is named in his honour. Francois Peron National Park is located just 10 minutes drive from Denham on the Peron Peninsula. It offers a forward drive adventure along picturesque coastline featuring striking red cliffs and white sandy beaches. From the cliff tops of Cape Peron, you can see dugongs, manta rays, turtles and sharks swimming below.
Having fun, children? Oh, so much fun. Wait till you get to the bouncy bit. This is calm. Oh, there's a bad bit somewhere right near the big river.
Maybe down here. Maybe the dip.
Please don't hit
Oh, stop like that.
We'll actually put us through the roof.
Okay, that was a good one.
Between 1801 and 1803, French explorer Francois Peron, a naturalist on the Nicolas Bourdon's expedition, documented the region's natural history. He collected nearly 4,000 species in Shark Bay area, one of the greatest achievements in scientific history of the time. Peron's writings established him as the father of anthropology. 6 years after returning to France, he tragically died of tuberculosis in 1810. In the late 1880s, Peron Station was established as a 106,000 hectare sheep station. The station operated until 1990, when the Australian government purchased the land for conservation, reintroducing native species such as bilbies and malleefowl. Today, you can explore the Peron Homestead Precinct, which includes the historic homestead, shearing sheds, and a very hot artesian hot tub, and offers you an insight into the area's pastoral history.